Hello, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about research today and preparing yourself for making some really good cold calls. And one of the most, I think, important things that you ought to be prepared with is your own kind of value proposition. What is it that you're trying to put across to your customer? What service or offering do you have to put across to your customer? And so I thought it's really important for you to also understand what that does for a customer. What are the benefits of your product or service? Now, it's not always an easy thing to just get from the top of your head. And I bet if you were to sit down and you was to say to yourself, what is my value proposition? Would you have a really good value proposition? Would you be able to reel it off the tip of your tongue in such a way that anyone you come across would understand exactly what it is you do and exactly how it can benefit people? You can't, can you? So the benefiting people is something I'm just going to put to one side first. Before you can try and make it benefit somebody, you've first got to understand what it is that you offer and what are the advantages of what you offer. Let me introduce you to something called FAB, F-A-B. I don't know if you can read my writing very well, but F-A-B. Basically, F-A-B, features, advantages and benefits. Now, features, advantages and benefits. Features, you all know what features are. Features are basically just what you have, elements like, the nose on your face is a feature, but the parts that make up your service or offering are features of your service or offering. Then the next bit is the advantages and the benefits. Now, you can't touch benefits until you know what the customer is all about, until you understand them, who they are. So at this stage, when you're prospecting, you can't possibly put a benefit across, not yet anyway. But what you can put across is advantages, because advantages are things that your features do in terms of features of your services and offerings do for customers, more on a generic level, but you can pinpoint or you can pick out the bits that you think are important to that particular customer, because obviously you're going to research them. So it's important for you to understand what your features and the advantages of your features are of your service or offering. And a really good way of doing that, I always find, is if you take a kind of target diagram, and there's lots of names for these, I would kind of go my services inside a kind of target diagram like that. I know it's very, very basic, primitive videoing, but you get the gist of this. It's not fancy. I'm just bear with me. I'm not making this video fancy. I'm making it realistic for you to apply, for you to be able to work with. So bear with me. So in the middle, you've got my services. Now in the this outer circle here, I'm trying to do this in the mirror through the camera. So this outer circle here should be all the things that your services have. So in there you can list, for me, it would be coaching, one-to-one, it would be all kind of things. I could upskill people, skills levels, I could provide bespoke training, etc., etc. Now, so you put down all the features of what you can do in that first circle there. Then what I would say is, why not draw another circle around that and start going, okay, what do those features mean in terms of the advantages that could give an organisation? So this is where you've got to start thinking, what kind of things does bespoke training mean for people? Well, I would say cost effectiveness. Yeah. I would also say that would also give not just cost effectiveness, it would mean that you can make training real. So real and role relevant for people. So it's easy for them to understand, easy to follow. And you keep writing all these things that are around here. Now, there are other things and services like local, economic. So you might have a service or offering that means that your service or offering is advantageous in terms of it helps with the carbon footprint. Carbon footprint might be something that your customers are looking to reduce or keep a close eye on. So I have in my inner circle Right, centre, my services. Inner circle, what my services include in terms of the types of things I offer. In the outer circle here is everything that means, or the advantages that these sorts of services can give to a customer. Now, once you have that outer circle, you have the means of putting together a value proposition for cold calling. Now, that's only one part of it, because after that then you need to start matching up which of those advantages you want to talk about on your value proposition, and that's really going to just depend on who you research, what's important to them about your offering. Now, let's see if I can put some examples together for you to help you to understand exactly what I'm talking about here. Let's not just use my service, let's use okay, let's do IT, because IT seems to be one that comes up quite a lot. So if you've got websites, you build websites, so your services in the center, your name of your company in the center. In the first circle outside of that, bespoke websites, e-commerce, you do digital optimization. Let's say you do a few services like that and you put them in that circle there. So what you've got to think about is, what are the advantages of being able to do all of that? Now, one of the things I would say is all under one roof. If you're an IT or you're a website builder and you're thinking, that's not the advantages, well, bear with me, I'm just giving you an example. E-commerce, again, commercial value, and digital optimization, convenience. Now, so you have something like that, and that's you, company, your company, that's what the offerings you have, or the features of your offering. That's what the offerings or the features can do for you. Try that little exercise to try and get your value proposition together. So once you've got your kind of, I'm going to use mine again. Once you've got your circles, so your company, what services you offer, and what the advantages of that is. So your company in the center, features in the first circle, advantages of those features in that second circle. You see, then what you can do is you can start to think about, what does your offering provide? So for me, I would say something along the lines of, Wise Me Up, we provide bespoke sales training, which means it's completely role relevant and highly cost effective. That's a nice generic way of saying what I'm saying. Then at that stage, you see, you've done enough talking about you on a cold call at that stage, and it's at this stage then you link it back to them. And it's at this stage then that you've got to start thinking, well, what do they do? What research have you done? What has your research led you to understand about that company that helps you to link it to them? So for example, I might say that so we provide bespoke sales training, which means it's completely role relevant and highly cost effective. And I understand that you yourself provide bespoke services, so I figured it might be something that would be more in line with your kind of thinking. So it's that kind of thing I'm talking about. So again, this video really is just to help you to think about your offering. What do you offer? It's amazing how many people say it, and they're on the phone, and you know, when asked why would I want to work with you, people struggle with that. People struggle to answer it because you haven't prepared yourself a really good value proposition. You haven't prepared your you haven't prepared your strap line, you haven't prepared your elevator pitch, you haven't prepared what you do. And for you to be able to prepare that, you've got to really understand what you do and what you offer and what the advantages of what you offer are. Hopefully that's helped. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Oh, and I keep forgetting. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. You can subscribe with the little box in the corner. I don't know if it's been gone, but I think it might be there now. And also check out some of the other videos. I've got a book coming which has got more information about all of this in it. It's called Wise Me Up to Cold Calling. Please look out for it. It's currently with publishers, but it will be out soon, and I will keep you informed of it. So thank you once again for watching. Please subscribe. I'll speak to you soon.